This is it. Your big comeback video, Cabo. You ready? Oh yeah. Nintendo Direct, January 2013. Wii U reaction video number 137 because I'm so original. I hear noises in my house. So Nintendo dropped some bombs last week, which I forgot to talk about. So what do you say we talk about them right now? Nintendo started off by showing a new trailer for The Wonderful 101, which at first, when I first saw the game, I don't remember how many E3s ago. I think it was last E3. I don't remember. I saw it, but I didn't really get too excited about it. I was like, whatever. I knew it was a Platinum Games game, but it wasn't really drawing my attention. And now that I've seen more of the game through all these other trailers, I'm really interested in it. So I'm not. It's not one of those games that would make me buy a Wii U. FYI, I don't have a Wii U yet. It's not one of those games that would make me buy a Wii U, but it is. If I had a Wii U, I would be looking forward to it. It's a Platinum Games game. They went on to show Bayonetta 2. Well, they didn't. There wasn't any gameplay or anything. It was more of a development trailer where it showed just all the developers just doing their thing. They were all working on character models and locations, and they showed some concept art, and that was basically it. I think we'll probably see a trailer this E3. I would bet on that. Bayonetta 2 is one of those games that would make me buy a Wii U. I'm that excited for it. It's one of those games that makes me want to buy a Wii U right now, even though it's not even close to release yet. Now, I know there's people that are gonna say, "But Johnny, how can you even say you want the game if you haven't seen any of it? And how would you buy a console for it?" To those people, I say, "Suck my." Then they talked about Super Smash Bros. 4. It's not ready to be shown yet, still, but Iwata did say that there would be the first screens would be shown at E3 2013. We don't know if this means screenshots or if it's going to be a trailer for the game. We don't know. I would say it's a trailer for the game. I mean, at least a CG trailer. Come on, the trailers are way more exciting than just screenshots. But hey, at least it's going to be at E3. That's what Sakurai said too. Both the Wii U version and 3DS version at E3 2013. They went on to announce a new 3D Mario, and a new Mario Kart for Wii U. Both obvious announcements, of course. We all know the work on this. But gamers constantly need to be reminded that Nintendo works on the same IPs every generation. Because otherwise they'll be like, "Nintendo, where are the games?" And Nintendo's like, "We're working on Mario." And they'll be like, "Oh, okay, we thought you weren't doing shit for some reason. I'm sorry." These games are obvious announcements, but Iwata said they would be at E3 2013 in playable form. Yes, playable form, which makes it that much more exciting because we'll probably see trailers for them during the E3 conference, and we might be looking at a holiday 2013 release for at least one of these games because we all know they're both system sellers. Come on, let's not kid ourselves. They must be pretty far along in development if they're going to be playable at E3. So I would expect maybe Mario Kart to be released by the end of the year, which is cool. They revealed a brand new game called Yarn Yoshi. They showed some gameplay of it. As you might expect, it's being made by, I think their name is Goodfeel, the developer Goodfeel, the ones that worked on Kirby's Epic Yarn. So I'm guessing now this whole yarn epidemic is turning into a series where they just shove Nintendo characters into yarn universes, like worlds made of yarn. Pretty soon we'll see Samus's epic knitting. I don't know how I feel about Yarn Yoshi at the moment. On one hand, it's a gorgeous looking game. It looks like Little Big Planet and Kirby's Epic Yarn just screwed around and fucked, and then a cute, adorable yarn baby just was born. And that's Yarn Yoshi. I was about to say Kirby's Epic Yarn. It's a really good looking game, but at the same time, Kirby's Epic Yarn was not the most challenging game. In fact, it was an insult to my intelligence. I'm just asking them to up the difficulty a little bit. Like, give me a little challenge in my games. I find no point in playing a game that I'm not challenged in because it makes me feel I'm not accomplishing anything. You know what I mean? So hopefully they up the difficulty level. I'm not going to say I'm looking forward to it yet. I'm looking forward to hearing more about it because right now I've been left with a lot of questions that I need to be answered soon. A huge announcement that just came out of nowhere was a new crossover title, Shin Megami Tensei and Fire Emblem, or Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem. Basically, Atlas and Intelligent Systems are teaming up to make an RPG with all these characters in it. And it is confirmed to be an RPG, just in case anybody out there thought it was going to be a fucking kart racer. It's going to be an RPG, alright? Don't be a fool. That announcement came out of nowhere. It just blew my mind onto my keyboard, and I'd recompose my head to make this video. But it was a crazy announcement, and I want to see more about that. Oh, I can't even talk right now. I want to see more of that game. What else? Oh, they went on to talk about Zelda, discuss Zelda. So they're working on a new Zelda. They said the same thing they said about Skyward Sword. They're rethinking the conventions of Zelda. They want you to not, like, they want to think about it differently. They don't want you to go in a certain order to all these dungeons. Maybe they'll give you a little more freedom with it. And they said that it might not, they implied it might not be a single player experience. Immediately I thought, for some reason I thought about Resident Evil 5, and it just freaked me out. I was quite saddened. But if they do something creative with it, like maybe like a Demon Souls kind of, what's it called, experience, where somebody could leave you, like if you're playing online, somebody could leave you a message to help you in your quest, then that would be pretty cool. Or maybe like a journey type multiplayer aspect. I don't know. They could go a lot of ways with it. I just hope that they think through it very well. But I have the utmost confidence in Eiji Onuma and the whole team. So I know it's going to be an amazing game. But since it's a Zelda game, we know it's going to take like 20,000 years for it to be made and come out. So he said, in the meantime, while we're working on this new game, we decided to remake The Wind Waker in HD for the Wii U. So here you go. It's coming out this fall. And I was like, whoa! That came out of nowhere. And it's great for me because I never played Wind Waker. Yeah, that's right. I'm being honest about it. Don't get on my case. I didn't play the Wind Waker, but now I have a chance to play it in beautiful HD, and I'm excited for it. So, yeah. That's pretty cool. They're remaking a Zelda, and they're making a new Zelda. 2 Zelda titles coming out. That's awesome. So I think that's pretty much it. Oh no! Monolith Soft's RPG's coming out. They showed the whole trailer for it and everything. I love Xenoblade. Xenoblade was one of the best games of last generation. That's not an opinion, by the way. That's a fact. So they didn't say it was Xenoblade 2, but it looked a lot like Xenoblade. Let's just play it safe and say it's another Xeno game, because at the end there was a huge X at the end. So it's a Xeno game. We don't know if it's a sequel to Xenoblade, if it's a prequel, if it's just a brand new Xeno something game, but it looks amazing. You guys need to watch the trailer if you haven't already. It looks awesome. That is another reason I want a Wii U right now. Bayonetta 2 and that game. And of course the new 3D Mario. That's going to be fucking awesome. This Nintendo Direct it piqued my excitement levels. It got me more excited than Nintendo's last 2 E3 presentations. It was that good. And I totally did not see that coming. Like, they never, like, from what I know, they almost never announce new games in Nintendo Direct, like, especially not this much content in one Nintendo Direct. I was expecting it to be for E3, but I'm much more excited for E3 now, because we're going to see trailers, we're going to see gameplay of most of these games, and we haven't even seen the third-party stuff yet, so it's going to be an exciting E3 with Microsoft and Sony releasing their new consoles, or not releasing them, revealing them, I guess. Yes, revealing their new consoles, and Nintendo showing off its fucking legion of games. It's going to be sweetness. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about all these announcements. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later.